Welcome back, everybody. Well, this story, to kind of sum it up pretty quickly, the Democratic Republic of Congo, we're just going to call them the Congo from now on. They've had a lot of conflict in their life, right? This is a place where there's a lot of resources. This is a place where a lot of people need stuff in that place. However, the control of it, the sort of exploitation, some could say, of it as well, has created so much conflict and tension. The one that was talked about in the article, though, is between a couple groups, the government and another group, in mostly Eastern Congo, which are fighting each other. And they've been fighting each other for a long time, off and on. Sometimes there's a peace treaty, and then it goes back, and another peace treaty, and it goes back. Basically, it's framing this sort of situation where daily life is basically war. Go to the children now, who may not be able to get to school. They might have to be working a lot, and they have sort of this jaded, jaded feeling inside of themselves, but also this difficulty in everyday life where they're not able to be children, right? Or to learn or to do anything. And so besides like this work and exploitation, so a group called Chess in the City has decided to volunteer and go and teach these children chess. Now, they're not able to get them to schools, maybe. They're not able to get them food, maybe, sometimes, or they're not able to make their situation that much better in sort of the everyday life stuff, but they are able to teach patience, logic, and when it comes to sort of helping the next generation of people in the Congo sort of, have a brighter future, or at least a better view of the future, they are helping that. Mm-hmm. And so they're teaching chess to these children who, at first, it was reported that they were didn't sit down for long, mm-hmm. ran around, got violent at times, but over the course of weeks and months, they notice a huge change where these children are now sitting down for entire games, mm-hmm. Maybe even learning strategy at some point. Mm-hmm. Their logic skills are increasing, their patience is increasing, those sort of anger outbursts that could have happened are happening a lot less or not at all anymore. So mm-hmm. they're actually seeing a lot of positive results from this. Chess might actually help in a very big way this Eastern Congolese sort of difficulty. Mm-hmm. Even though the war's not ended, the children can have at least this one part of happiness in their life. Yeah,
just to have a game that they can play, and it's simple, it's not expensive, mm-hmm. in their own house, fairly simple rules. Obviously, it does get very complex.
Yeah. If you make it complex. Mm-hmm. If you and me played, we'd both be doing just the one move we're thinking of, so the game would be fun.
Simple fun, mm-hmm. yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah.
All kids deserve time to play.
Yeah. Speaking of play, though, mm-hmm. let's think about our own lives, mm-hmm. but not video games this time. Mm-hmm. We're going to be talking about board games. Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. My question is, do you play board games, and which ones do you enjoy or recommend? Apparently, you're like, yes, you're on this.
I have been through my phases of computer games, and I have loved a few deeply, but I've also loved board games deeply as well, and I kind of miss it actually these days. I don't know that many people who enjoy board games, so I don't play much anymore, but I used to love Risk. We used to have little tournaments, me and my friends, and we'd stay up all night just refusing to give in, battling back and forth. We had all different versions of Risk. We liked there's a game called Settlers as well, which is, I think it's a kind of rip-off of Risk.
Settlers of Catan?
Yeah, Settlers of Catan. And again, a similar sort of strategy, conquering parts of the world. Gosh, I sound so European right now. But Monopoly.
Refusing to give up.
And refusing to give up until I've dominated the world. Yes, we used to love board games. Card games as well.
Isn't Monopoly also about getting territory?
Kind of, yeah. It's just on a city. You see a theme developing in European gaming. So yes, I've board games and card games.
Yeah,
Many I've loved. Even just basic like card games with my parents when we're on vacation, playing hearts, you know, on my own, or playing Patience on my own. I love the hands-on pieces.
What's Patience?
Patience is a card game you can play with yourself.
Oh, I wonder if it's solitaire.
Solitaire, yes.
In the U.S. Okay. Also called Patience in the
We
UK.
call it Patience.
We see where the priority is. We're talking about being solitary, and you're like, just don't burn everything. Stay calm when you play this. Oh, okay. Interesting. Learn something new. Have you ever been like part of a club or a group or activity that like does something like games or board games or whatever? Math club, maybe?
At school I'd do like theatre club and dance club.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of a game club per se, but I did have a group of buddies who also loved, particularly Risk. We would do like every Saturday night for an entire year of my university. Here in Korea, I remember mentioning I went to Dice Cafe in somewhere south of the river, and it was a dedicated club like for D&Ders. Again, I don't really know D&D that well, but I know there is a club that exists in Seoul, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I might have to go there. I'm going to try to DM my first game soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's difficult, but I'm going to try. Anyways, that's really fun. I love board games. I miss them. I played Risk a lot with brothers, always lost. We also played a game called Command & Conquer is the video game. What am I thinking? Access and Allies, which is like Risk, but looks darker. Has darker pieces and a little bit more modern, I think.
Based on World War II vibes.
Exactly. Yeah. I also always lost. Yeah, I never win games, not with brothers. I'm the youngest, by the way.
Well, you're not allowed to win.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to win. I lose even though I win. But you can be a winner. And do you know how? The vocabulary. Yeah. She was going to say it, but I figured I have to do this outro part. It's my job. I shouldn't pass on my responsibility to you, but I will pass on this vocabulary to you. Go ahead and learn it. Use it in your everyday English, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Humanitarian.
Humanitarian.
Precipitate.
Precipitate.
Displacement.
Displacement.
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.